Have you ever wondered if the frozen foods sitting in your freezer are quietly damaging your health? Most people think that if food is frozen, it's automatically safe, convenient, and even healthy. But the truth is, not all frozen foods are created equal. For seniors, the difference between the right frozen food and the wrong one can mean more than just extra calories. It can affect heart health, blood pressure, memory, and even the strength of your immune system. As we age, our bodies go through changes that make us more sensitive to what we eat. Our metabolism slows down, our digestion becomes less efficient, and our ability to process excess salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats is weaker than before. This means a frozen dinner that might seem harmless to someone in their 30 seconds could be far riskier for someone in their 60s, 70 seconds, or beyond. Frozen foods are not all bad, but some are loaded with hidden dangers, ingredients that chip away at your health little by little, day after day. Here's the surprising part. Many seniors rely on frozen foods because they are quick, affordable, and last longer than fresh groceries. That makes sense, especially for those who don't want to shop often or cook from scratch every day. But here's the problem. Frozen food companies know this, and they pack many of their products with preservatives, salt, unhealthy oils, and added sugars to make them taste better and last longer. For an aging body, those additives can be like fuel on a fire. Now, imagine this. You're trying to eat healthier. You pick up what looks like a simple frozen meal. Maybe it's pizza, maybe it's chicken nuggets, or maybe it's a frozen pie for dessert. You think, what harm can it really do? But inside that package is a chemical cocktail that raises blood pressure, increases cholesterol, spikes blood sugar, and inflames your body. Over time, those small daily choices add up. Suddenly, you're dealing with fatigue, weaker immunity, memory lapses, or joint pain, and you don't connect it to the foods in your freezer. But here's the good news. There are frozen foods that do the opposite. Some actually protect your brain, support your heart, strengthen your muscles, and give your body the vitamins it needs every single day. In fact, freezing is one of the best ways to lock in nutrients for months without losing quality. That means certain frozen foods can be just as powerful as fresh ones, and sometimes even better. So here's my promise to you. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 4 frozen foods that seniors should avoid at all costs, the ones that silently damage your health and speed up aging. But I'll also share the 4 frozen foods you should eat daily. These are foods backed by real science, proven to protect your heart, sharpen your memory, and boost your overall health as you age. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to toss out of your freezer and what to stock up on. And here's your reward for staying until the very end. Not only will you learn which frozen foods are secretly harming your health, but you will also discover the 4 frozen foods that can actually slow down aging, support your energy, and keep you feeling strong and independent. If you've ever been confused about whether frozen food is good or bad for you, this video will finally give you the answers. Clear, simple, and based only on facts you can trust. So stay with me, because what you're about to learn could change the way you shop for groceries, the way you eat every day, and most importantly, the way you age. As we get older, our bodies do not respond to food the same way they once did. In youth, the body can handle extra salt, sugar, or fat with less immediate effect. But after the age of 60, the organs work harder to keep balance, and the smallest excess begins to make a bigger impact. The kidneys filter more slowly, the heart is more sensitive to sudden spikes in blood pressure, and the digestive system moves at a gentler pace. This is why food choices become far more critical in later years. Every bite can either support your body or quietly weaken it. Frozen foods are a part of many seniors' daily diets, and because of that, they deserve a closer look. One of the biggest changes with aging is the way the body handles sodium, or salt. Sodium is used heavily in frozen foods to preserve flavor and extend shelf life. When you are younger, your body can get rid of extra sodium more easily, but as the years pass, the kidneys lose efficiency. Too much sodium stays in the bloodstream, and this increases blood pressure. High blood pressure is a leading risk factor for heart disease, stroke, and kidney damage. Research shows that more than 2 out of 3 seniors already deal with elevated blood pressure. Adding salty, frozen foods on top of that only makes the risk worse. Sugar is another major concern. Many frozen foods, even those that do not taste very sweet, are packed with added sugars. Frozen desserts, flavored breakfast foods, and even sauces hidden in meals can carry a heavy sugar load. For seniors, this is dangerous because the body becomes less sensitive to insulin with age. This means blood sugar levels rise faster and stay higher for longer. Consistently high blood sugar is not only linked to type 2 diabetes, but also to memory problems and inflammation throughout the body. In fact, scientists now call excess sugar one of the drivers of accelerated aging. Fat is also a factor that cannot be ignored. Not all fats are harmful, but many frozen foods rely on unhealthy fats known as trans fats, or excessive amounts of saturated fats. These are commonly found in frozen fried foods, frozen pizzas, and processed meats. Over time, these fats raise bad cholesterol, lower good cholesterol, and stiffen the arteries. For an older heart, this combination is extremely dangerous. The result is greater risk of heart attack, poor circulation, and reduced energy. Another reason frozen food choices matter so much is because of changes in muscle and bone. After the age of 50, most people begin losing muscle mass every year. This loss speeds up after 60 and contributes to weakness, balance issues, and slower recovery from illness. Frozen foods high in empty calories, like pastries, ice cream, or fried snacks, take up space in the diet, but provide little protein or nutrients to protect muscles and bones. At the same time, they increase weight gain, which puts extra stress on aging joints. By contrast, frozen foods rich in lean protein, healthy fats, and vitamins can help maintain muscle and bone strength well into later years. Digestion also plays a role in why frozen food matters. Seniors often experience slower digestion, less stomach acid, and sometimes constipation. Highly processed frozen meals loaded with refined flour and lacking fiber only worsen these issues. Fiber is essential for keeping digestion smooth and supporting the gut microbiome, the community of healthy bacteria that protects immunity and reduces inflammation. A diet low in fiber but high in frozen processed foods weakens this system, leaving the body more vulnerable to infections and chronic disease. Nutrients are another point of concern. Many assume frozen food loses its nutritional value, but this is not always true. The freezing process can actually preserve vitamins and minerals if the food is frozen shortly after harvest. The problem is not the freezing itself, it is the type of food being frozen. Frozen vegetables and berries retain most of their natural nutrients, but heavily processed frozen foods like pizzas or breaded snacks start out low in nutrition and remain so even after freezing. Choosing wisely makes the difference between fueling your body with life-supporting nutrients or filling it with empty calories. There is also the issue of hidden preservatives. Many frozen products contain additives designed to improve texture, flavor, and color. While some are harmless, others have been linked to inflammation and increased risk of certain diseases when consumed in high amounts. Older bodies, already managing more stress at the cellular level, can react more strongly to these chemical additives. This is why a frozen bag of vegetables with no added sauce is far safer than a frozen entree loaded with artificial ingredients. Finally, it is important to consider energy levels and independence. Seniors who rely on frozen meals often do so for convenience, but convenience should not come at the cost of health. Choosing the wrong frozen foods can lead to more fatigue, slower recovery, and greater risk of chronic illness. On the other hand, choosing wisely allows you to enjoy the benefits of convenience while still protecting long-term health. Frozen vegetables, berries, fish, and legumes provide quick meals without compromising nutrition. They support energy, brain function, and heart strength, all essential for maintaining independence and quality of life. The truth is simple. Frozen food is not the enemy. The danger lies in the kind you choose. Aging bodies cannot afford to process excess salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats day after day. But they can thrive on nutrient-dense frozen foods that lock in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. By being selective, seniors can use frozen foods to their advantage, supporting health and vitality rather than harming it. One of the most harmful frozen foods for seniors is anything that comes pre-fried, such as frozen French fries, onion rings, fried chicken, or breaded snacks. These items are easy to find in almost every freezer aisle, and they are often marketed as quick comfort foods. But hidden inside each package is a dangerous mix of unhealthy oils, salt, and empty calories that can take a serious toll on an aging body. While they may taste satisfying in the moment, these foods are some of the worst choices for seniors who want to protect their heart, joints, and overall health. The biggest issue with frozen fried foods is the oil they are cooked in before freezing. Most of these foods are pre-fried in cheap vegetable oils that are high in omega-6 fatty acids. While our bodies need some omega-6, too much of it creates an imbalance with omega-3 fats, which are protective. This imbalance fuels inflammation throughout the body. For seniors, inflammation is not just a buzzword. It is a root cause of many age-related problems, including arthritis pain, memory decline, heart disease, and weakened immunity. Eating fried foods regularly can keep the body in a state of constant low-grade inflammation, making it harder to stay active and energized. Another danger is the presence of trans fats. Although many food companies claim to have reduced or eliminated trans fats, small amounts are still found in fried foods, especially when they are pre-cooked, frozen, and reheated. Even tiny amounts of trans fat are harmful because they raise bad cholesterol, lower good cholesterol, and damage blood vessels. Seniors with already sensitive cardiovascular systems face an even higher risk of heart attack and stroke when trans fats are part of the diet. What may seem like just a quick serving of fries or a crispy chicken strip can quietly push cholesterol levels in the wrong direction. Salt is also a major concern. Frozen fried foods are loaded with sodium to enhance flavor and extend shelf life. A single serving of frozen French fries can contain more than half of the recommended daily sodium intake for older adults. Eating too much sodium causes the body to hold on to water, increasing blood volume and putting extra strain on the heart and kidneys. For seniors, this can quickly lead to higher blood pressure, swelling in the legs, and increased risk of heart failure. What makes it worse is that sodium builds up silently. You may not taste how much is there, but your body feels the impact over time. Blood sugar control is another problem tied to frozen fried foods. Many of these products are coated in refined flour or breading before frying. When eaten, that coating quickly turns into sugar in the bloodstream. For seniors, whose bodies are often less efficient at handling sugar, this leads to rapid spikes and crashes in blood glucose. Over time, these repeated spikes raise the risk of type 2 diabetes and contribute to energy slumps, mood changes, and even memory problems. Eating fried foods might give a short burst of satisfaction, but it often leaves the body feeling more drained than nourished. Weight management is also affected. Frozen fried foods pack a high number of calories into small portions because they are dense with oil and starch. Seniors generally need fewer calories than younger adults, but they need more nutrients per bite. Choosing fried foods flips this balance by providing too many calories and too few essential vitamins and minerals. This contributes to weight gain, which puts extra strain on aging joints, worsens mobility, and increases the risk of chronic illnesses. Carrying even a small amount of extra weight can make it harder for seniors to stay active and independent. There is also the matter of digestion. Greasy, fried foods are harder for the digestive system to process. They tend to sit in the stomach longer, causing bloating, discomfort, or indigestion. Seniors who often have slower digestion already may find that fried foods trigger heartburn or make constipation worse. Over time, this discomfort discourages regular eating patterns, which can reduce appetite for healthier foods that the body truly needs. What makes frozen fried foods especially tricky is their convenience. It feels easy to toss fries into the oven or heat up a box of fried chicken. The crispiness and flavor make them tempting, but the long-term effects far outweigh the short-term enjoyment. For seniors, even small amounts consumed regularly can add up to real harm, weakening the heart, stressing the kidneys, fueling inflammation, and draining energy. Choosing to limit or completely avoid frozen fried foods is one of the most powerful steps seniors can take to protect their health. Every time these foods are replaced with healthier frozen options, the body feels the benefit. Energy levels improve, digestion is easier, blood pressure stabilizes, and inflammation decreases. The truth is that frozen fried foods are not just junk food. For older adults, they are a hidden health risk that can accelerate problems with the heart, brain, and joints. Removing them from the diet or saving them for only rare occasions can help seniors feel stronger, sharper, and more in control of their health every day. Another frozen food that seniors should stay away from is processed meats such as frozen sausages, pepperoni, hot dogs, and bacon. These products are often marketed as quick protein sources, but the way they are prepared and preserved makes them some of the most harmful choices for an aging body. At first glance, they may seem convenient, but beneath that convenience lies a combination of high sodium, unhealthy fats, and chemical preservatives that can silently damage health over time. One of the most dangerous aspects of frozen processed meats is their sodium content. These products are heavily salted to preserve flavor and extend shelf life. A single frozen sausage link or a few slices of pepperoni can contain hundreds of milligrams of sodium. For seniors whose kidneys are less efficient at filtering out excess sodium, this buildup in the blood puts constant strain on the cardiovascular system. High sodium intake is strongly linked to high blood pressure, and for older adults, high blood pressure is a major risk factor for heart disease, stroke, and kidney problems. Eating these meats regularly can make it almost impossible to keep sodium levels in a safe range. Another concern is the type of fat found in these foods. Processed meats are high in saturated fats, which raise LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol that clogs arteries and hardens blood vessels. Some processed meats may also contain traces of trans fats, which are even more harmful, raising bad cholesterol while lowering good cholesterol. For seniors whose arteries may already be less flexible with age, this combination increases the risk of heart attack, poor circulation, and reduced energy. Over time, the buildup of plaque in the arteries can also impair blood flow to the brain, contributing to memory issues and cognitive decline. Beyond fat and sodium, processed meats contain chemical preservatives such as nitrates and nitrites. These additives are used to keep the meat looking fresh and to prevent bacterial growth. But when cooked or digested, nitrates and nitrites can form compounds known as nitrosamines, which are strongly linked to cancer risk. Research has consistently shown that regular consumption of processed meats is associated with a higher chance of developing colorectal cancer, one of the most common cancers in seniors. This makes processed meats not only a risk for the heart, but also for long-term cancer prevention. The problems do not stop there. Processed meats are often calorie-dense, but nutrient-poor. They provide protein, but very little in the way of vitamins, minerals, or fiber. For seniors, every calorie counts more because the body requires fewer calories with age, but still needs a high concentration of nutrients to stay strong. Choosing processed meats means filling the diet with foods that take up space without delivering the nutrients that protect bones, muscles, and immunity. This can lead to deficiencies in key nutrients like potassium, magnesium, and antioxidants, all of which are critical for healthy aging. Another issue is their impact on digestion. Many seniors already struggle with slower digestion, constipation, or sensitive stomachs. Processed meats, being high in fat and low in fiber, move slowly through the digestive system and can worsen these problems. They also lack the plant compounds that support a healthy gut microbiome. Over time, this weakens digestive health and reduces the body's ability to absorb essential nutrients. It is also important to look at the effect of processed meats on inflammation. Combination of sodium, unhealthy fats, and chemical additives creates a food that fuels inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation is one of the drivers of aging, linked to arthritis pain, memory loss, heart disease, and weakened immunity. For seniors who are already more vulnerable to inflammatory conditions, eating processed meats can worsen symptoms and accelerate the decline in overall health. The danger of these foods is that they often appear in small portions that seem harmless. A few slices of frozen pepperoni on a pizza, a breakfast sausage with eggs, or a strip of bacon may not feel like much, but when eaten often, they add up quickly, exposing the body to constant high levels of sodium, preservatives, and harmful fats. The damage does not happen overnight. It builds slowly, making it harder to notice until health issues become more serious. Avoiding frozen processed meats is one of the simplest steps seniors can take to protect their heart, digestive system, and overall health. Replacing them with healthier protein options such as frozen fish, beans, or lean cuts of poultry without additives gives the body the protein it needs without the harmful extras. This small change can make a significant difference in lowering blood pressure, improving cholesterol levels, reducing inflammation, and lowering cancer risk. Choosing wisely in the freezer aisle is not about giving up convenience, it is about protecting long-term health. Frozen processed meats may seem quick and satisfying, but for seniors, they are one of the most harmful choices available. Every time they are swapped for a healthier alternative, the body gains strength, energy, and protection against disease. For aging adults who want to maintain independence, feel sharper, and stay active, leaving frozen processed meats out of the diet is a powerful step toward lasting health. Frozen pizza may be one of the most popular items in the freezer aisle, but it is also one of the worst choices for seniors. At first glance, it seems like a simple, convenient meal. Just heat it up and it is ready to eat. Yet hidden beneath the melted cheese and crispy crust is a combination of refined carbohydrates, excessive sodium, and unhealthy fats that can work against nearly every aspect of an aging body. For seniors who want to protect their heart, brain, and energy levels, frozen pizza is a food that should be avoided. The crust of most frozen pizzas is made from refined white flour. This type of flour has been stripped of fiber and nutrients, leaving behind a carbohydrate that breaks down very quickly into sugar once eaten. For seniors, this is especially concerning because the body's ability to regulate blood sugar becomes less efficient with age. A slice or two of frozen pizza can cause blood sugar to spike, leading to energy crashes, increased hunger, and more stress on the pancreas. Over time, repeated blood sugar spikes raise the risk of developing type 2 diabetes and contribute to memory decline and inflammation in the body. The cheese and toppings add another layer of problems. Frozen pizzas are usually loaded with processed cheese blends that contain high amounts of saturated fat and sodium. Saturated fats raise bad cholesterol and can clog arteries, while too much sodium puts extra pressure on the heart and kidneys. Seniors already face a higher risk of high blood pressure and heart disease, and frozen pizza only adds to this burden. Eating it regularly can accelerate the hardening of arteries, weaken circulation, and raise the chance of heart attack or stroke. Processed meats like pepperoni, sausage, or bacon are often piled on frozen pizzas, making them even more harmful. These meats contain nitrates and nitrites, chemical preservatives linked to cancer risk. They also add even more sodium and unhealthy fats to an already heavy meal. For seniors whose bodies are more sensitive to these additives, the combination can contribute to chronic inflammation and increase the risk of colorectal cancer, heart problems, and reduced immunity. What looks like a quick dinner solution actually comes with a package of hidden health risks. The calorie density of frozen pizza is another concern. A standard frozen pizza often provides more calories in a single meal than most seniors need for half a day, yet it offers very little in the way of essential vitamins, minerals, or fiber. As metabolism slows with age, extra calories from low-nutrient foods are more likely to be stored as fat. This leads to unwanted weight gain, which places more stress on joints, worsens arthritis pain, and increases the risk of chronic conditions. At the same time, the lack of nutrients means the body is not getting what it needs to maintain strong bones, sharp thinking, and good energy levels. Digestion also suffers from foods like frozen pizza. The refined flour crust provides no fiber. The cheese is heavy on the stomach, and the grease from meats and oils can slow down the digestive process. Seniors who already struggle with slower digestion, constipation, or heartburn may find that frozen pizza worsens these issues. This makes it not just an unhealthy choice for the long term, but also an uncomfortable one in the short term. Another hidden problem with frozen pizza is the use of additives to enhance flavor and texture. These include artificial colors, stabilizers, and preservatives, which may not seem significant in small amounts, but can have a cumulative effect over time. Seniors are more likely to be sensitive to these chemicals, which can contribute to inflammation, allergies, or digestive upset. Choosing natural whole foods helps reduce exposure to these unnecessary additives, while frozen pizza delivers them in every bite. The convenience factor makes frozen pizza tempting, but it is important to weigh the cost to long-term health. A meal that is easy to prepare but heavy in sodium, fat, and refined carbs may save time, but it steals energy, weakens circulation, and increases disease risk. For seniors who want to stay active and independent, this trade-off is not worth it. Each slice may feel like comfort food, but the damage accumulates with every serving. Avoiding frozen pizza is a powerful step toward better health. There are many frozen alternatives that provide quick meals without the same level of risk. Frozen vegetables, legumes, and lean proteins can be combined at home into dishes that are just as easy to prepare, but far more nourishing. By choosing foods that support stable blood sugar, protect the heart, and fuel the body with real nutrients, seniors can enjoy the convenience of frozen foods without harming their health. Frozen pizza may look harmless in the store, but for seniors, it is one of the worst frozen foods to keep in the kitchen. The combination of refined carbs, unhealthy fats, high sodium, and chemical preservatives makes it a hidden danger for the heart, brain, and overall well-being. Leaving it out of the diet is not about giving up enjoyment. It is about choosing health, strength, and vitality in every stage of aging. Frozen desserts may feel like a harmless treat at the end of the day, but for seniors, they are one of the most damaging frozen foods to keep in the freezer. Ice cream, frozen cakes, pastries, and other sweet snacks are tempting because they offer instant comfort and pleasure. Yet behind that sweetness lies a heavy load of sugar, unhealthy fats, and additives that can quietly harm the body over time. While enjoying an occasional scoop of ice cream or a slice of pie may not seem dangerous, making these foods a regular part of the diet can accelerate many health problems that seniors are already at greater risk of facing. The biggest problem with frozen desserts is their sugar content. Ice cream, for example, can contain more than 20 grams of sugar in a single serving, and many people eat far more than one serving at a time. Cakes and frozen pastries are even worse, combining sugar with refined flour for a double hit of empty carbohydrates. For seniors, this is particularly harmful because the body's ability to regulate blood sugar decreases with age. When blood sugar rises too high after eating sweets, the pancreas must release more insulin to bring it down. Over time, this repeated stress leads to insulin resistance, which is the pathway to type 2 diabetes. Seniors with diabetes or prediabetes are especially vulnerable, as spikes in blood sugar can lead to complications such as nerve damage, kidney disease, and vision problems. Sugar does not only affect blood glucose levels. High sugar intake also triggers inflammation throughout the body. Research has shown that diets high in added sugars are linked to chronic inflammation, which accelerates aging and increases the risk of many diseases, including heart disease, Alzheimer's, and arthritis. For seniors who are already more prone to inflammation due to natural aging processes, eating frozen desserts regularly can worsen joint pain, memory decline, and fatigue. What feels like a moment of indulgence actually fuels the very conditions that make life more difficult in later years. Another concern is the type of fat found in many frozen desserts. Ice cream and frozen cakes are often made with high amounts of saturated fat, and some cheaper products still contain trans fats, which are even more harmful. Saturated fats raise LDL cholesterol, clogging the arteries, while trans fats not only raise bad cholesterol, but also lower good cholesterol. This combination is a recipe for heart problems, which is the leading cause of illness among seniors. Eating foods rich in these fats regularly increases the risk of heart attack, stroke, and circulation problems, all of which can drastically reduce quality of life. Weight management is another hidden issue. Frozen desserts are extremely calorie-dense but low in nutrients. A small slice of frozen cake or a single serving of ice cream can deliver hundreds of calories without providing vitamins, minerals, or fiber. For seniors who need fewer calories but more nutrients as they age, these foods quickly crowd out healthier options. Regularly consuming frozen desserts can lead to gradual weight gain, which puts additional pressure on joints, worsens arthritis symptoms, and raises the risk of mobility issues. Excess weight also increases the risk of sleep apnea, high blood pressure, and certain cancers. Frozen pastries and cakes often contain refined flour, which has been stripped of fiber. Fiber is essential for healthy digestion, blood sugar control, and maintaining a balanced gut microbiome. Seniors already struggle with slower digestion and constipation, and eating refined foods without fiber only makes the problem worse. These sugary, low-fiber desserts pass quickly through the stomach, spiking blood sugar, but then leave the body without the long-lasting fullness that fiber-rich foods provide. This often leads to more hunger, more cravings, and more overeating. Additives are another hidden danger in frozen desserts. To make them taste sweet and creamy after months in the freezer, companies add stabilizers, emulsifiers, and artificial flavors. While these ingredients are approved for use, consuming them in large amounts over time may irritate the digestive system or contribute to inflammation. Seniors are often more sensitive to these additives, and while the effects may be subtle at first, they can build up and contribute to overall poor health. Sleep quality can also be affected by frozen desserts. High sugar intake, especially in the evening, can cause blood sugar spikes and crashes during the night, leading to restless sleep. Poor sleep is already a concern for many seniors, and adding sugar-heavy foods to the diet only makes it harder to get the rest the body needs for repair and recovery. Over time, this lack of quality sleep can weaken immunity, slow healing, and reduce energy. The emotional connection to frozen desserts is real. Many people enjoy ice cream or cake as comfort food, especially during stressful times, but it is important to separate emotional satisfaction from physical health. Occasional enjoyment is fine, but making frozen desserts a habit can shorten energy levels during the day, weaken the immune system, and accelerate many age-related conditions. For seniors who want to maintain independence, memory sharpness, and strength, relying on these foods creates more problems than pleasure. Removing frozen desserts from the freezer or saving them for rare occasions is a powerful step toward protecting long-term health. Replacing them with healthier frozen options like berries or frozen yogurt with no added sugar can satisfy a sweet craving while also providing vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber. Making this switch not only reduces sugar intake but also supports better blood sugar balance, stronger immunity, and healthier digestion. Frozen desserts may look innocent, but for seniors, they represent a hidden health trap. High sugar, unhealthy fats, empty calories, and chemical additives all combine to make these foods some of the worst frozen choices for an aging body. Avoiding them as a regular part of the diet helps protect the heart, brain, joints, and energy levels. The comfort of a sweet treat is short-lived, but the damage of these foods lasts much longer. Choosing wisely ensures that every bite contributes to health, strength, and vitality instead of taking them away. Not every frozen food is harmful. In fact, some are among the best choices for seniors who want to maintain strength, energy, and independence. The key is knowing which frozen options carry real nutritional power. One of the very best choices is frozen vegetables. They may not look exciting in a bag, but they are filled with the exact vitamins, minerals, and fiber that older bodies need most. Keeping frozen vegetables stocked in the freezer is one of the simplest ways to ensure that every meal supports health instead of harming it. One of the greatest benefits of frozen vegetables is that they retain their nutrients extremely well. Many people assume frozen vegetables are less nutritious than fresh, but research shows the opposite is often true. Fresh vegetables begin losing vitamins as soon as they are harvested. By the time they are transported, displayed in stores, and finally eaten, they may have already lost a significant portion of their nutrients. Frozen vegetables, on the other hand, are typically picked at peak ripeness and frozen within hours. The freezing process locks in vitamins like vitamin C, vitamin A, and folate, along with essential minerals like potassium and magnesium. This makes them just as healthy as fresh vegetables, and sometimes even healthier. Fiber is another reason frozen vegetables are so important for seniors. As digestion slows with age, fiber becomes crucial for keeping the digestive system working smoothly. Vegetables like broccoli, green beans, spinach, and carrots provide soluble and insoluble fiber that helps prevent constipation, balances blood sugar, and supports a healthy gut microbiome. A strong gut microbiome not only improves digestion, but also strengthens the immune system, reduces inflammation, and even supports brain health. Seniors who eat fiber-rich vegetables daily often notice better energy, improved regularity, and a stronger defense against illness. The antioxidants in vegetables are another major advantage. Antioxidants protect cells from damage caused by free radicals, unstable molecules that contribute to aging and disease. Vegetables like spinach and kale are high in lutein and zeaxanthin, which protect eye health and reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss in seniors. Carrots provide beta-carotene, which supports immune function and skin health. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower contain compounds that help detoxify the body and may reduce the risk of certain cancers. Keeping these vegetables in frozen form means seniors can easily add them to meals without worrying about spoilage. Potassium, a mineral found abundantly in many vegetables, is especially critical for older adults. Potassium helps balance sodium in the body, lowering blood pressure and protecting the heart. Unfortunately, many seniors do not get enough potassium in their diet, while consuming too much sodium from processed foods. Frozen vegetables like spinach, peas, and squash are excellent sources of potassium, helping restore balance and reducing strain on the cardiovascular system. Bone health is another area where frozen vegetables play an important role. Vegetables such as broccoli and kale contain vitamin K, which works with calcium to maintain strong bones. This is crucial for seniors since the risk of osteoporosis and fractures increases with age. Regularly eating vegetables high in vitamin K, along with calcium-rich foods, helps preserve bone density and prevent dangerous falls. Frozen vegetables are also one of the best tools for controlling weight in later life. They are low in calories, but high in volume and nutrients, which means they help fill the stomach without contributing to weight gain. Seniors who replace calorie-dense foods like frozen fried snacks or desserts with vegetables often find it easier to maintain a healthy weight, protect their joints, and keep energy levels stable. This balance of low calories and high nutrition makes vegetables a cornerstone of a healthy aging diet. The convenience of frozen vegetables is another benefit that should not be overlooked. Fresh produce can spoil quickly, requiring frequent trips to the grocery store. For seniors who prefer fewer shopping trips or who have limited mobility, this can be a challenge. Frozen vegetables solve that problem, lasting for months in the freezer without losing their quality. They can be prepared quickly in the microwave, steamed on the stove, or added to soups, stews, and stir-fries with very little effort. This makes it much easier to include them in daily meals, ensuring consistent nutrition without added stress. Another advantage is that frozen vegetables usually come without added sauces, seasonings, or preservatives if you choose plain varieties. This allows seniors to control the amount of salt, butter, or oil used in preparation. By choosing plain frozen vegetables and seasoning them at home, meals can be both healthy and flavorful without the hidden sodium or additives that come in many prepackaged frozen meals. For seniors concerned about cost, frozen vegetables are also a smart choice. They are often more affordable than fresh produce, especially for out-of-season varieties. This makes it easier to maintain a consistent supply of nutritious vegetables year-round without worrying about budget or spoilage. Eating well should not be a financial burden, and frozen vegetables make it possible to get high-quality nutrition at a reasonable price. Every serving of frozen vegetables is a step toward stronger health. They provide the fiber that supports digestion, the vitamins and minerals that strengthen the immune system, the antioxidants that protect the brain and eyes, and the potassium that supports the heart. For seniors, these benefits add up to more energy, greater independence, and a higher quality of life. While unhealthy frozen foods can quietly weaken the body, frozen vegetables do the exact opposite. They protect, strengthen, and nourish with every bite. Keeping them in the freezer is one of the simplest and most powerful health choices an older adult can make. Another powerful frozen food that deserves a permanent place in every senior's freezer is frozen berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries are not only delicious, but also packed with nutrients that specifically support aging bodies. These small fruits carry enormous benefits for the heart, brain, immune system, and overall vitality. They may look simple, but they are among the most concentrated sources of antioxidants and vitamins available, making them one of the best daily choices for long-term health. The standout feature of berries is their extremely high level of antioxidants. Antioxidants are compounds that protect cells from oxidative stress, a type of damage that accumulates with age and contributes to memory loss, heart disease, and even cancer. Blueberries are especially rich in anthocyanins, the pigments that give them their deep blue color. Research shows these compounds improve blood flow to the brain, enhance memory, and may slow cognitive decline. For seniors who want to stay sharp and protect their mental clarity, Adding frozen berries to the daily diet is one of the simplest and most effective steps. Strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries are equally powerful, offering a range of antioxidants such as vitamin C, ellagic acid, and quercetin. Vitamin C boosts the immune system, helping the body fight infections more effectively. Ellagic acid helps the body neutralize harmful compounds and may reduce the risk of certain cancers. Quercetin has strong anti-inflammatory effects, protecting the heart and reducing joint pain caused by arthritis. By combining different berries, seniors get a wide spectrum of antioxidants that work together to strengthen the body from many angles. Another benefit of frozen berries is their natural ability to support heart health. Berries are rich in fiber and polyphenols, both of which reduce cholesterol and improve circulation. Fiber binds to cholesterol in the digestive system, preventing it from being absorbed into the bloodstream. Polyphenols relax blood vessels, lower blood pressure, and improve the elasticity of arteries. This combination reduces the risk of heart disease, which remains the leading cause of illness in older adults. Regularly eating berries has been linked in studies to lower rates of heart attack and stroke, making them one of the best foods for cardiovascular protection. Blood sugar control is another area where frozen berries shine. Unlike many other fruits, berries have a naturally low glycemic index, meaning they do not cause sharp spikes in blood sugar. For seniors, this is essential because insulin sensitivity tends to decline with age. By choosing berries over higher sugar fruits or desserts, seniors can enjoy sweetness without harming their blood sugar balance. The fiber in berries further slows digestion, keeping blood sugar levels steady and reducing hunger cravings. This makes berries a safe and satisfying option even for those managing diabetes. Frozen berries also provide important support for digestion and gut health. Their high fiber content feeds beneficial gut bacteria, which in turn produce compounds that protect the intestines, boost immunity, and reduce inflammation throughout the body. A healthy gut microbiome has been linked to lower risks of depression, better weight control, and stronger immune defense. Seniors who include berries daily often experience smoother digestion and greater overall well-being thanks to the positive effect on their gut ecosystem. Eye health is another area where berries provide key protection. Blueberries and blackberries are rich in compounds that shield the eyes from oxidative stress and improve blood circulation to delicate eye tissues. Vitamin C and anthocyanins both play a role in slowing the progression of cataracts and age-related macular degeneration. Since vision problems are one of the most common challenges in aging, adding berries to the diet is a natural and enjoyable way to defend against sight loss. One of the greatest advantages of frozen berries is their convenience and consistency. Like frozen vegetables, berries are picked at peak ripeness and frozen quickly, which locks in their nutrients. This means seniors can enjoy antioxidant-rich fruit year-round, regardless of season. Fresh berries often spoil quickly and can be expensive, but frozen varieties last for months and are usually more affordable. They can be added to smoothies, oatmeal, yogurt, or simply eaten on their own as a refreshing snack. For weight management, frozen berries are also a smart choice. They are naturally low in calories, but high in flavor and satisfaction. Replacing calorie-dense desserts like cakes or ice cream with a bowl of berries provides sweetness while supporting weight control. This not only protects joints and reduces the risk of diabetes, but also helps maintain energy levels and mobility. Seniors who make berries a regular part of their diet often find it easier to manage weight without feeling deprived of enjoyment. Berries also provide small but significant amounts of essential minerals like manganese, copper, and magnesium, which are vital for bone strength, energy production, and enzyme function. While these minerals are often overlooked, they play a crucial role in maintaining resilience and vitality in later years. Having a steady supply of berries in the freezer ensures these nutrients are always available in an easy-to-use form. Frozen berries bring together everything seniors need in a single food: powerful antioxidants for the brain, fiber for digestion, polyphenols for the heart, and natural sweetness without harmful sugar spikes. They fight inflammation, protect vision, support weight management, and keep the immune system strong. All of these benefits come in a food that is delicious, versatile, and simple to prepare. By making frozen berries a daily habit, seniors can enjoy a natural safeguard against some of the most common challenges of aging while also adding vibrant flavor and color to their meals. Another frozen option that provides extraordinary benefits for seniors is frozen fish. Fish has long been recognized as one of the healthiest sources of protein, but many people hesitate to buy it fresh because it spoils so quickly. Frozen fish solves this problem, allowing seniors to keep nutrient-rich seafood on hand at all times without worrying about waste. When chosen carefully, frozen fish provides the omega-3 fatty acids, lean protein, and minerals that are essential for healthy aging, making it one of the smartest foods to eat regularly. One of the most powerful nutrients in fish is omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats, especially EPA and DHA, play a key role in protecting the heart, brain, and joints. For seniors, omega-3s are vital because they reduce inflammation throughout the body, lower triglycerides, and help keep blood vessels flexible. Regular consumption of fish has been shown to reduce the risk of heart attack and stroke, two of the most serious health threats in later life. Omega-3s also support brain health by improving communication between brain cells and slowing age-related cognitive decline. Seniors who eat fish several times a week often experience better memory, sharper focus, and stronger mood stability compared to those who rarely include it. Protein is another reason frozen fish is so valuable. As the body ages, muscle naturally decreases, leading to weakness, reduced mobility, and greater risk of falls. Eating high-quality protein helps preserve muscle mass and strength, which is crucial for independence and vitality. Fish provides lean protein without the saturated fat found in red meat or processed meats. This makes it an ideal choice for seniors who want to stay strong while protecting their heart. Frozen fish like salmon, cod, tilapia, and haddock provide an excellent balance of protein and healthy fats, making them versatile options for many meals. The mineral content of fish adds even more value. Many varieties provide selenium, which helps protect cells from oxidative damage and supports a healthy immune system. Fish is also a source of iodine, necessary for proper thyroid function, which regulates metabolism and energy levels. Some types, like salmon and sardines, provide vitamin D, a nutrient many seniors lack, especially those who spend less time outdoors. Vitamin D is essential for bone strength, immune defense, and mood regulation. By keeping frozen fish in the diet, seniors can naturally support these critical areas of health. One of the unique advantages of frozen fish is that it is often frozen very soon after being caught. This means the nutrients are preserved just as effectively as in fresh fish, sometimes even better. Fresh fish can lose quality during transportation and storage, but frozen fish retains its nutritional profile for months in the freezer. This allows seniors to enjoy the benefits of seafood without the worry of spoilage or the need for frequent shopping trips. Another important benefit of frozen fish is its role in weight management. Fish is naturally lower in calories compared to many meats, yet it is very filling due to its protein content. Eating fish helps regulate appetite and keeps energy levels steady. Seniors who replace heavier foods like fried meats or processed frozen dinners with fish often find it easier to maintain a healthy weight, protect their joints, and avoid the fatigue that comes with carrying extra pounds. Frozen fish also supports joint health in a unique way. Omega-3 fatty acids reduce stiffness and swelling in the joints, making movement easier and less painful for those dealing with arthritis. Regularly including fish in the diet has been linked to lower inflammation markers and better joint flexibility. This benefit alone can significantly improve quality of life, allowing seniors to stay active, mobile, and engaged in the activities they enjoy. Another reason frozen fish is so beneficial is its versatility. It can be quickly baked, grilled, or steamed with minimal preparation, making it easy to include in meals without much effort. Unlike heavily processed frozen foods, plain frozen fish does not come loaded with excess sodium, additives, or unhealthy fats. By seasoning it lightly with herbs, lemon, or olive oil, seniors can enjoy a meal that is flavorful, nourishing, and supportive of long-term health. It is important, however, to choose the right types of frozen fish. Plain, unbreaded varieties are the best choice, since breaded and fried options often come with extra calories, sodium, and unhealthy oils. Opting for wild-caught salmon, cod, haddock, tilapia, or sardines provides the highest nutritional benefits. These varieties are widely available in frozen form and can be prepared in countless simple, healthy ways. For seniors focused on longevity and vitality, frozen fish is a food that delivers on multiple levels. It strengthens the heart, protects the brain, supports bones and joints, and provides the protein needed to maintain muscle. It is easy to store, affordable compared to fresh seafood, and convenient to prepare. Few other frozen foods can match its wide range of benefits. By making frozen fish a regular part of the diet, seniors can safeguard their health, enjoy satisfying meals, and maintain the strength and clarity needed to live life fully. One more frozen food that deserves a place on the daily menu for seniors is frozen whole grains. These include brown rice, quinoa, barley, and oats, which are often available in convenient frozen pouches that can be heated in just minutes. Whole grains are a foundation of good health at any age, but they become especially important later in life when energy, digestion, and heart health require more support. By keeping frozen whole grains on hand, seniors can enjoy the benefits of complex carbohydrates, fiber, vitamins, and minerals without the hassle of long cooking times. The biggest strength of whole grains is their fiber content. Unlike refined grains, which lose their outer layers during processing, whole grains retain the bran and germ, which are rich in fiber and nutrients. For seniors, fiber is critical because it promotes healthy digestion, prevents constipation, and helps control blood sugar. A steady intake of fiber also lowers cholesterol, reducing the risk of heart disease. Frozen whole grains deliver this benefit in a simple, ready-to-use form that fits easily into daily meals. Brown rice is a great example of a frozen whole grain that supports steady energy. It digests slowly, providing a gradual release of glucose into the bloodstream rather than a quick spike. This slow release helps maintain stable blood sugar levels, which is essential for seniors managing diabetes or insulin resistance. Brown rice is also a good source of magnesium, a mineral that supports nerve function, muscle relaxation, and heart rhythm. Including it regularly can reduce the risk of complications that often arise with aging. Quinoa, another popular frozen option, is unique because it is a complete protein. This means it contains all 9 essential amino acids that the body cannot produce on its own. For seniors who need to preserve muscle mass and strength, quinoa provides both high-quality protein and complex carbohydrates in one food. It is also rich in iron, which helps prevent anemia, and manganese, which supports bone health and metabolism. Quinoa's combination of nutrients makes it one of the most balanced foods available, and having it frozen makes it easier than ever to prepare. Barley is another whole grain that provides significant health benefits. It contains beta-glucan, a special type of fiber known for lowering cholesterol and improving heart health. Beta-glucan also helps stabilize blood sugar and promotes a feeling of fullness, making it an excellent food for weight management. Seniors who include barley in their diet benefit from both cardiovascular protection and digestive support, and its chewy texture adds variety to meals. Frozen barley packs these advantages into a convenient form that can be added to soups, salads, or side dishes with minimal effort. Oats, while often eaten as oatmeal, are also available in frozen blends and can be prepared quickly. They are high in soluble fiber, which helps regulate cholesterol and supports healthy digestion. Oats also provide compounds called avenanthramides, which have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. These compounds help protect blood vessels, reduce blood pressure, and support overall cardiovascular health. For seniors, starting the day with oats or adding them into meals provides both comfort and powerful nutrition. The role of whole grains in heart health cannot be overstated. Numerous studies show that regular consumption of whole grains lowers the risk of heart attack, stroke, and other cardiovascular diseases. They achieve this by improving cholesterol profiles, reducing blood pressure, and supporting healthy circulation. Since heart disease remains one of the top health concerns in aging, frozen whole grains offer a simple and effective way to protect cardiovascular wellness. Whole grains also support brain function. Their steady release of glucose provides a consistent source of energy for the brain, helping maintain focus, memory, and mood stability. Unlike refined carbohydrates, which can cause energy crashes, whole grains fuel the brain without disruption. Some whole grains, like quinoa and oats, also provide B vitamins, which are essential for nerve health and mental clarity. Seniors who include whole grains daily often notice improved concentration and more consistent energy levels. Bone health is another area where whole grains make a difference. Magnesium, manganese, and phosphorus found in whole grains are all crucial for maintaining bone density. Combined with calcium and vitamin D from other foods, these minerals help strengthen the skeletal system and reduce the risk of osteoporosis and fractures. Maintaining strong bones is vital for independence, and whole grains contribute to this foundation. One of the greatest advantages of frozen whole grains is their convenience. Traditional preparation of grains like brown rice or barley can take 30 to 40 minutes, which may discourage regular use. Frozen varieties eliminate this barrier, making it possible to enjoy these nutrient-dense foods in just a few minutes. This convenience encourages consistent use, which is key to gaining the long-term benefits of whole grains. Weight management is another important benefit. Whole grains are naturally filling due to their fiber and protein content, yet they are lower in calories than processed snacks or refined carbs. This helps seniors control hunger, avoid overeating, and maintain a healthy weight. Carrying less excess weight reduces strain on the joints, improves mobility, and lowers the risk of chronic diseases.